Hello everyone, welcome to the presentation of our project called StuntGuard, an application to detect stunting disease. Before we begin, allow me to introduce our team. There are Hermawan and Michael from Cloud Computing, Tony, Rebecca and Vincent from Machine Learning, and then Fidel and me, Achiko, from Mobile Development. This presentation will be divided into 7 sections, from what is StuntGuard, why we develop StuntGuard, existing result, improvement and reasoning, result, documentation, and local deployment planning and market proposal. Move on to the first section, what is StuntGuard? For the simple definition, StuntGuard is application to detect and prevent stunting in children. The application helps parents become more aware of stunting and how to prevent it. Why we develop StuntGuard? The first is to addressing a national health crisis, which is stunting. The second is to empowering vulnerable communities, and the last is as a tech innovation for the health. Technology we use are machine learning, cloud computing, and mobile development. The machine learning will create model based on dataset. The cloud computing will store the model and provide API as a backend of the application. And then the mobile development will consume the API as a data so that it can be displayed to the user from the front end of the application.
The next is existing result. Did Kayla, a dedicated mother, worry about her child's growth? Despite her best effort, she struggled to find valuable information and research to ensure her child is eating enough. Kayla faced several challenges. The first is lack of awareness, the second is time restraint, and the third is information overload. Kayla discovered StuntGuard an easy-to-use app. The first is Kayla learns about StuntGuard. The second is the app is easy to use and offers nutrition plan based on the child's age, weight, and height. The third is StuntGuard gives real-time feedback on nutritional composition. And the fourth is Kayla joins a support group through the app with other parents. How could we? The first is provide a solution centered on helpful eating practice. The second is develop a customized health eating application. The third is simplify the process of healthy eating. The fourth is allow user to manage plans. And the fifth is make the app available in Bahasa to support Indonesia SDGs.
Move on to the next part, we got improvement and reasoning. First one, we can add more additional factor input, as we know that there is other factor that can cause stunting, such as child weight, economic factor, exclusive breastfeeding, and etc. By getting these inputs, we can get more accurate and relevant predictions. The next one is adding periodic notification feature, which help parents to do regular check on their children and monitor their improvement progress. Another one is adding light background options, because our target user are parents, which is older people, who tends to be more comfortable with a bright theme. And bright backgrounds also help improve the readability. And the last one is adding smart receipt recommendations. This feature provides parents to get personalized and nutritious meal suggestions for their children to combat stunting. This feature also can improve user engagement.
Hello, let me introduce. My name is Vincent and I will now continue this presentation. Alright, let's move on to the result of the StuntGuard application. Here is the flow of the application, which consists of onboarding screen of application, analyze, main, mission, and also history. Next, here is our onboarding page, and let's move on to the integration page. Here, the user will be asked to enter email and password for sign in, while for sign up, the user will be asked to enter name, email, and also password. Let's see for the starting prediction page. On this page, the user will be asked to fill in the child name, age in months, and also the weight of the child. After that, the user will get the prediction results and recommendation on what to do next. Next, we will switch to the monitoring page. On this page, the user can monitor the child data and also the activities, not only running missions according to what has been given. Users can also customize missions through these customizable missions. And that's it for me. The next will be explained by my colleagues. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hermawan, and then this is our repository project and documentation. You can feel free to visit this link. Uh, Move on to the machine learning model architecture. We have three input parameter. There is age, gender, and age. And this is for example. We have gender laki-laki and age around 44, and then for the age is 0, and the result is separately stamped. Next, this is our API. We have authentication route for sign-in, sign-up, handle mission, handle trials, and handle predict for predict something and get the result, and slash history for the tracking and monitoring the result of have been done before. And this is our API to handle sending email. For example, set password and check email if exists or not. And we move to the cloud architecture that allow mobile site to communicate with modern machine learning that deploy on cloud drive and our database relational in cloud SQL. If you are curious and want to know more about our project, feel free to visit this link if you are want to know technology that we use to make a mobile application.
Hi, my name is Fidel. Now I'd like to talk about local development planning. Next, let's move on to StuntGuard roadmap for next 6 months. On July, StuntGuard will hold strategic partnership with healthcare provider and community health worker. On August, StuntGuard will officially launch the application and marketing. On September, feature enhancement and support. StuntGuard will add community interaction and implement it as frequently asked question. On October, engagement and security. StuntGuard will implement data security protocols and educate users on data privacy. On November, advanced feature and community. StuntGuard will introduce premium plans and strengthen the community content. Last, on December, performance review and campaign. StuntGuard will review the application performance, gather the user feedback, and plan for the next phase. Next, let's move on to StuntGuard budgeting strategy, which is divided to two strategies. The first one is with 5k USD dollar, and it will divide it to 7 category section, and each category section budget proportion is written on the presentation slide. For the second strategy, has the same thing with the first strategy, but the difference is on the amount of budget, which is 10k USD dollar, and each category budget proportion is bigger than the first strategy. Our next presentation slide will be delivered by my teammate, Mikhail. Thank you.
As all we know, stunting is a serious problem among children's growth with a long-term health risk. That's why we developed StuntGuard to help parents monitor their children to avoid stunting. At last, we will focus expanding StuntGuard's feature based on users' feedback and technological advancement. We also plan to explore opportunities for international expansion to help combat stunting globally. You also can try StuntGuard by yourself just by scanning the QR code on the left side of the page. And finally, our target market is for parents, babysitter, etc. Our goal is for them to take precautions to prevent stunting from occurring. That's all from our team. Thank you very much.